the way I see it, you've got four main, what I refer to as fight modes, or it's really attitudes. If you think of it like that, you've either got an aggressive fighter, an elusive fighter, a counter fighter, or a tricky fighter. And you can be all of these. You'll tend to sort of have a primary and a secondary aspect on here that you default to and that fits you the best. But you'll float around these different aspects and to a greater or lesser degree. Fighters, welcome back to another episode of Heat Trick Muay Thai Performance. To kind of explain how that looks, an aggressive fighter is just coming forwards and just trying to bang. They don't really care what you're doing back. They're going first. So Rod Tang is kind of someone who's sort of top of mind. He's an aggressive fighter. Doesn't even bother evading a lot of stuff, does he? He wants you to come forwards at him and to try and take him out. And he's gonna be confident he can hit you harder than you hit him. He's got that aggressive style. An elusive fighter is more like someone like Sanchai, who will make you miss, make you come and find him. And he's difficult to find in the ring. His footwork's really good. You come in on him and he's gone again. You can't trap him in the corner, all that kind of stuff. Then you've got a counter fighter who waits for you to go first, spoils what you do, and then hits you back with a better scoring target or more than you do. A tricky fighter is very much Sanchai as well. Are you familiar with Elusive? Elusive is one of those guys who stands there almost with his hands down and then makes you miss, and then so nice to watch. But yeah, so the tricky fighters, like that combination of elusive and everything, but that is that Muay Thai sort of style where they are confident that you're not going to be able to hit them. You can get tricky fighters that kind of fake that they're hurt, so that you come in and then they hit you, all that kind of stuff. It's bending the rules a bit as well. So tricky fighters on the sort of dirty end of the spectrum will throw a few groin shots until they get warned, and just to wind you up. They try and get in your head a bit more, get you upset. And the tricky fighters will do that. They're kind of the main categories of mode of fighter that you're going to fit into. But the top two are actually, I kind of see those as being the primary ones. So you're either coming forwards at someone or you're moving away from someone. You're kind of flipping between those two attitudes. You're either going first or you're baiting them in with something, dropping your hand so they come in, all that kind of stuff and being tricky, or you've spotted a pattern. A counter fighter is really good at spotting. They've got a habit of doing this. So I'm going to kind of try and set them up to do that. And then I'm going to capitalize and have the last word on the exchange. And that's that kind of attitude. But so the way I see it is you're flipping around these, but the top two are primary drivers. I've actually done another little chart down here. I don't know if it starts looking a little bit too complicated, but I see you as either having an aggressive focus or an elusive focus. And it means the range is either decreasing or increasing. You're moving away or you're moving towards them. And you're either just purely aggressive coming forward, sort of Rod Tang style, or you're being an aggressive counter in that you're not moving away too much. You're just coming forwards and banging, but you're still looking to spoil what they do to hit them. And then you've got an aggressive tricky as well, where they're trying to come forwards and hunt you aggressively. This aggressive fighter is kind of confident that you can't hurt them, that even if you hit them, you haven't got enough power to damage me. An elusive fighter is a bit more respectful of your force and be like, actually, I'd prefer not to take the shot. So they're going to make sure most of it's missing. More of that famous style. And it's either purely elusive, in other words, I'm on my bike and I'm cycling around, come find me, try and hit me. Or it's a elusive counter. They'll make you miss and then they're countering, but still kind of thinking about keeping the range. Or that it's elusive tricky, like they're baiting you. So they might be standing at distance with their hands down to try and bait you to come in. And then they'll catch you, all that kind of stuff. So those two kind of attitudes I find are almost like a little dial you've got in your head, is either I'm aggressive or I'm elusive. And then you're either purely aggressive, purely elusive, or you're being a little bit counter or a little bit tricky with it as well. That's the main thing with fight styles.
Thanks for listening. If you found this valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with someone else it could help too. Please give the podcast a review or comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, you can visit heattrick.com for more Muay Thai performance podcasts, videos, articles, and guides. Catch you next time.